put that there? Package. Food. Where is food? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Kind of doesn't look very appetizing, but it works. And then another side quest. I think I'm kind of late to this actually. Make the potato cannon and just randomly attack the same random player with it 2 times throughout your episode. These can be at any point during the episode and can be any number of shots. Sounds fun. Well, I guess I know what we're making today. We need to finally get ourselves a mechanical crafter, which I think, yep, we need that for a potato cannon. What are these? What? Hello, welcome back to the day of Create SMP. This is, I think, episode 4 we're up to. I hope you liked that little time lapse / montage, whatever, of this little like chicken area I made because I don't have anywhere else to put them. Might be temporary. I might move it somewhere. I'm not sure. While I did that, I didn't get a replay of it. But I also decorated this little bread farm up a little bit of a building over the actual construction part, and then a fence around the farm, some lanterns and a path, building the place up a bit, connecting everything. So today we've got some stuff we need to do. We need to make a crafter, a potato cannon, and I think need to start automating some of this pale oak. Over near spawn, I haven't been there, so it hasn't updated on my map yet. Everyone got on and started marking out some places for a shop. So I think, because I'm the guy who lives in the pale oak forest, I'll sell all the pale oak blocks. I'll sell all this, I'll sell signs, logs, strip logs, wood, as much of it as I can automate. So I think we might do a lot of that today. But first we need mechanical crafters. To get a big setup, we only need like 7 of each of these. So 7 crafting tables. Oh boy, now back to more electron tubes, yay! And we're out of redstone. We got 106 in here somewhere. 42. Another stack. And that's it. Okay. 7 electron tubes. Now we can go ahead and fill that in. We have 21 mechanical crafters. Get rid of that. Before it floods. No, it's got a torch. No, the lever. But it's still gonna be in there. How bad is that? Let's see. It's not too bad. Let me get some copycat panels and we could probably hide that up. Were these here last time? Schizophrenia. Can't even remember if a tree was here. Okay, cover that up in boards. And because they're copycats, we can just change their textures manually. See? Barely even noticeable. As long as you don't look too hard. Okay, now we need to power this thing. And we're gonna need a a few cogwheels. No, just one. I think we should be able to get some power from this one there. This chain conveyor. So let's see, where's the shaft is there. So yep. Have a gearbox come in and pains me to do it, but we might just have to do some tiny little bit of cog spam. Come up here, have him going that way, and then what do you mean overstrip? Oh wait. Oh, are these connected to the water wheels? Oh, I thought oh damn it. Well, that's out the window, I think. To get some other form of power. Yeah, let's make some chain conveyors and then bring them over from the iron farm. Gonna restart. Give me a second, man. Oh, why are you doing? Oh, these need to be smart sheets so you can send a stack at a time. That's right. Regular chutes can only send 16 items at a time. To send a whole stack, it needs to be smart or brass. Alright, where do we put this first one? Yeah, this could do. Will work for now. We might have to figure somewhere more practical to put it, but for now, it should work just fine. And then actually I'll get a chain ready and connected up to that. And then maybe, if it'll reach, we could just put it on top of this one. Oh, cool. I think it could reach over here too. Can't hurt to find out. So let's go put another chain drive on this. Too far. Damn. I guess we're gonna make another one and put it here, I guess. And you can connect up there. It's great. And then now I gotta connect it to here. Great, there we go. Okay, now we got some. Now we got some steam engine power coming to the base as well. So now we should be able to get that cogwheel and then vertical gearbox there. So let's put one there first, and then there, and then give me a normal gearbox. Put him in there. That should be powering everything now. Okay, now it's all turned on. Great. Okay, now let's put a. Oh, we gotta make sure they're all going the right way. So the mechanical craft is. It's a multi-block that'll like form big crafting recipes that don't fit on a regular crafting table. Of course, you can still use regular recipes on it for like automation. They have to be done so that it like moves so that they're all pressed together and then they all have to come out on one block. And that's what the arrows are for. The arrows tell which direction each item in every block is supposed to go. So these ones up the top, they're pointing down, so every item we put in those blocks is going to go down to the block beneath it. Have them all go inwards as much as possible. The outer ones go in all at once, and then they get pushed down and then out on one of the bottom sides. And then they all come out here, and we'll put a barrel there so it doesn't just drop on the floor like an item. Everything on the side comes in, and then it all gets squished down onto the bottom ones, and then put together on this last one. Basically any inventory, like it could even be a belt or a depot, they'll turn on automatically when every block is filled, but you can also give it a redstone signal with like a button or something to turn it on manually, and it'll keep crafting even if there's some missing items. So first, we need to make a potato cannon, which needs precision mechanism. Of course it needs precision mechanism. Precision mechanism montage. First try. Hell yeah. So how do we build this? Okay, so we need a andesite alloy there, precision mechanism, 3 pipes, and then 2 iron ingots. And if we press this button, we didn't get the signal. That's alright. If we do it on the side there we go. Oh, what happened? Did I make it wrong? What? That's weird. But I've seen other people do like the other day. I literally watched Mr. Beardstone do this. Where maybe it's because he had even the corners pulled in as well. I don't know. I'll figure this out. I'm creative on my own. But there's our potato cannon. How does this work? I've never used one of these before. So he needs some kind of vegetable or fruit. A carrot. Let's try a carrot. Oh, okay, so it's got the carrot loaded already. How much damage did I do? 2 hearts. Maybe we should invest in some golden carrots. Then I should also invest in going to bed. Okay, well, we got that done at least. Next up, what do we need to do next? I think we should head over to spawn and plot out an area for our shop. Most people did this morning. I'm not sure if anyone started building yet, but so we just do it in Pale Moss because it's pretty close to wall, I guess. Where even is spawn? I don't have a marker set for that. It's over here somewhere. I've completely lost it. Oh no, I found it. Here it is. That's the rings that everyone gathered around at the start of the season. And that is in that direction. All frames, come on, come back, thank you. What the hell? Okay, I guess I imagined it. I'm gonna accept it from now on that I just have schizophrenia in this server. Like, it's not even, it's an actual thing now. Actually, let's check up on our villages. How many have we got now? Oh, iron golems are spawning, cool. We're chill now, because I don't need to harvest your... Whoa. You guys have been busy. Would you like to do it some more? Look at it. What we need to make is basically this thing, but instead of harvesters, it has saws, and it also has deployers on top so that it can replant the saplings. I think I've got a good area for this actually. Over here, it's already kind of cleared itself out for us. We just need to tidy up and get rid of the lava. But other than that, I think this is a pretty good spot for a wood farm. Alright, next day, and we've got a little area for a pale oak farm. I've got some materials already to get us started, but first I actually want some stone brick. I think would look good. Or maybe we keep it on theme with the deep slate. I think we'll do deep slate actually, for basically the outline of the farm. So here's the bearing, here's where that's gonna go. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. So let's mark each corner. What I do know is that there was a line going, it was like a cross section between every one of them going to the middle. I have the trapdoor here, like so we can disable it manually. Yeah, and then let's go here like that, because we want spaces of 4, because that's how you grow these big trees. It's the same as a dark oak, so we'll do that. And then I think we can fit another at the end of it. Okay, now I don't think the saws will be able to reach over here, so we might just round this off with some more bricks. Now next we need to get the actual mechanism down. So here we'll go 2 down, dig it out. Okay, now for this one we're putting the water wheel an extra block lower because we want a clutch on top of it. Now when this has a redstone signal, it'll pause, it'll just stop any rotation coming into it, which is good because when I make tree farms like this, after some amount of time, for some reason they just kind of clog up and stop working, and then it just becomes a huge blob of wood. And the only way to fix that is to turn the machine on and off again and have it cut them all down. So I want to have this put on a timer where, say, every 30 minutes it'll get turned off and then turn back on again, just in case there's anything clogged up at the top. And we can also use it to turn the whole thing off if our storage gets full. I've got some redstone links, which are very useful because they are literally just wireless redstone. Like, you can have that there, and then we right click it with a wrench, it becomes a receiver. And let's mark it with, I don't know, some brass and a brass ingot and a pale oak log, so we know this is a pale oak farm. So brass and frequency 2, log at the top. Now if we put another redstone link down with the same signal and activate it, the signal will come to this one from wherever we are and activate this and turn the whole thing on. Okay, now we can get to the farm making. And did I not make a bearing? So now we can put the bearing there. Let's build up our saw. So we want to start with that, and then we will have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drills there. Cover that up, and then make these andesite casings so they look nice. And then over here, let's put our vaults for storage and a portable storage interface. Build this up some more. Get some support blocks going in for the deployers, which we can then put on the front here. Make sure they're facing the right way. Filter these deployers to only place down saplings. They'll grab them out of this vault here. I think I explained it when I made my drill, but it works the same way. When it's turned into a contraption, it'll just pull them directly out of the vault instead of needing to like have a chute or something going into it. That's a tree farm. That's a tree machine done. Now we just need to glue it together. Everything's all connected, and turn it on, make sure it works. Look at that. Plants everything. We need to bring them somewhere and have them turned into things. I don't think there's going to be enough room outside for that, so we might have to go underground. What's under here? Oh, it's the villages. Oh, that's okay. We can just put the drop off over this side instead. So let's go some casing there. And then the portable storage interface. And underneath we need to dig a bit. Or do we actually? Wait. Let's go head over to a creative world and do just a little bit of testing to make sure, see how big we need this to be. Okay, so here's a setup to start with. Those chutes are in place of the wood farm. This vault is going to be the storage that all the vault, like the buffer that all the logs are going to go into. So let's just have a belt go directly over here this way. Or actually we can do this over here so it's not in the way of everything else. With a funnel filtering for only pale oak logs, a stack at a time, and then just into another vault. It doesn't need to be too big, just something to hold everything in. Actually, why don't we have this as like a main vault for everything? And we might even want two, just to be safe, because this is going to make a lot of wood. Item drains, because these can be used to actually also transport, items across, instead of using belts, which is not only like easier, but it's not as laggy as belts. Okay, so that's going out there. Let's get some shafts going across all of this. So ideally we can have a single block line production for every type we need. First up, we want just regular stripped pale oak logs, which requires a saw, which these can also be placed on the ground and just used as like regular old saws. They can craft different types of wood or different stone types like chiseled and all that. Let's get stripped pale oak logs, and then another belt right there, and then into there. Now I want a chain drive just to connect these up. Yep, that's filtered. So if we check this is going the right way, it's not. I guess, oh wait, what can bark be used for? Paper. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to also sell paper, would it? So see, that's not, why is it always going the wrong way no matter what? Okay, how about we just do gearboxes? How about now? There we go. Okay, and they're going in. Already, we've got 3 things automated from this farm. Regular pale oak, bark, and stripped pale oak. The next one we can do is pale oak wood. Now that is made, we can just pack the regular logs. So if we just put a basin there, is a funnel going in, and a mechanical press that's going to be going on. Pale wood, that's what we want, and then now that should be going on there. We get a stack of this, throw it in there. Perfect, that's coming out as well. And next we want to combine these two to make stripped pale oak wood. If we throw a stack of regular wood on here, does that get pushed in? Oh, it does. It only does one. Oh, because the bark. Okay, so I think I've got a plan. We can have another funnel on the side filtered to take the the bark out, and then that goes also along. So let's try this again. That goes in there, it's turned into stripped logs, and the bark's also going in. Next up, just pale, no, we got that already, didn't we? Yeah, just planks. Okay, that's another easy one. Do that, yep, wow. That's not doing what it's supposed to. Why are they all gone? Why did it not do that properly? I think that might be a recipe error. Oh, what? You can't. It has to be with stripped. Maybe we should just do a mechanical crafter, see how that fits. And then I think we can just do a cogwheel underneath it. Power that, yep. Okay, but it's not going on the chute. Or if we make this on an angle, will it go directly into the chute there? Okay, that works. Okay, good. Now we got planks. And after planks, we want the same thing done. So another cogwheel, another crafter, going that way. Okay, it's starting to get tricky. We want it going we want a saw. Yeah, but see, that's going the wrong way. How do we get that powered differently? Second question, can crafters interact with shoots, and then shoots interact with a saw? Okay, it can. That's good. So we know how to get it there. We just need it powered. A gear shift. Oh my god, I might be stupid. A gear shift. We can just... Okay, well, no, you're still going the wrong way. Just give it just a second, you're impatient. And then we have a lever on the bottom there. I guess we could do a fluid item drain. And then bring the belt over. And hope it works. Oh, it does! I didn't filter it. Whoops. Just stairs, please. Now we can just repeat that for the rest of it. We're gonna need another vault for this, but we won't do another max-sized one. That'll work for just a input and output, and just pretend we... Now we gotta filter these all for the items, get a chute going on them, and some item drains, and lastly, bring the belt over. And that should be every pale wood type automated. Let's just do andesite funnels so it's not going too fast. Yeah, one exit belt isn't gonna cut it. Okay, wow. There's a behemoth of a belt. Let's get some funnels. Ooh, almost missed a bit. We need some here too. Let's get these funnels going and see how quick this is. Okay, look at that. That's all going. Well, keeping up, I think. Kind of eye straining to watch, but look at that. All automated. And now, it's not going to be this fast, because there's infinite items coming in. But it'll still work for when we get our regular farm going out. Might actually just schematic cannon this thing in. Alright, now where do we want to put this? What did we say? So let's position it about here. We want it rotated so this is going into the vaults. So the entrance vaults are here. How are we looking at space? Okay, good. Now we're just going to move it underground about down here should do. Now we need to go get my schematic cannon. So if we put him there, put the schematic in, we can turn this setting on, replace solid with empty, which will clear blocks. So because there's stone, it'll actually dig out the area for us and build at the same time. So we're going to do that, and we need to get gunpowder material checklist and gather everything we actually need for it. Okay, gunpowder in there, material checklist, what do we need? Casings, yep. So funnel basins. Funnels might be a little hard. And the vaults. Other than that, I don't think this should take too long. Alright, this farm should be finished. Excuse me, villagers. I put a little catwalk on the side here. Here are the buffer vaults that the farm will put the logs into, and then here it is, just like how it was built in the creative world, going into these vaults. You know, it's making all of these different types of pale oak stuff. Now we just need to turn it on and see if it actually works properly. I also installed another power line to go over to it. We just turn that on, let that run, and now we need to make a little thing to get these into the other vaults. Okay, we're gonna need a list filter sapling to deny the saplings from being taken out of the machine. So basically, all I'm got planned for this is that we have a belt. We have a belt right here. It would be better to have two belt up the top. We have two sheets going like that, and then the belt there with we'll just do dirt as the buffer for now, and then that taking them with the filter to pull anything out of here. We need this to spin. So maybe, I think we could just use a small water wheel actually. Water there, water wheel there, and then that literally, oh, it's not, actually, might get to test it straight away. Let's see, how does this work? It didn't, see, now it does it. And those went in. And those... oh, I see, I forgot. That's okay. At least it kind of works. We're just... Why are you just skipping it? That's not how it even worked. Oh, okay, now you... Ooh, whoa. What the hell? Mason Sweets and Treats? It kind of reminds me of that old Dante custom mode adventure, where he worked at a pizza place and then Golden Freddy came in and like chased him out or something because he wasn't supposed to be there. I can't remember. I know Golden Freddy was there. I'm not sure why. But this front area looks a lot like what I remember that pizzeria looking like. Whose is this? I feel like saying Sunny, but what is this place? Oh wait, no, yeah, I know what this is. It's a, I don't know what it's called, and I can't remember who said they were doing it, but I remember them doing it, them saying it. And is that... Anasia's finest copper and minerals. I don't know, man, I might want to be a little... I want to be a little wary about this copper. See, it's already a bit decaying. 10,000 diamonds, the highest quality. Sure, yeah. I'm not gonna mention the quality, how quality that looks. Yep, that's a word. Sure, we want some alleys, right? I'll give it like a however many blocks that is space, and then let's just put out some like area. Yeah, we could fit a little house there. Okay, so I'm thinking right now for this build, we should do a little... You've seen those buildings of like a taller... They got a tall bit in the middle with like a clock tower on the top, and then like shorter like areas on the side with like different rooms, I guess. I guess we'll like plot out the different rooms first. So let's get a floor out first. And next up, we need to divide this into 3 areas. So we'll have the first pillar, I guess there. It's gonna go to every 6 blocks. Go up one. So 1, 2, 3. And then this here can be the entrance. Now I want to build up the walls a bit. I think we might fill in these spots with maybe some moss, or let's see. Yeah, that looks alright. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so these bottom blocks, for like the border, will just be moss. The sides will be 15. Let's see. Okay, so to get this working, we can build its own storage system. It'll be a little different with the way it orders things. So I'll just build really quickly the actual setup. It's the exact same as at my main base. It's just a little smaller and we don't need as much storage. Okay, so this is literally the entire ordering setup. Well, not the ordering, the delivery setup. Literally all you need is a vault, packager, funnel, and a belt. This is one of the simpler ones. And then it's going to go into these chutes here. I didn't bring another funnel, but you know. Gotta have another funnel that puts them in the chutes, and then it'll get dropped down onto a depot right at the bottom there. To power this belt, we're gonna use just a water wheel, because we don't need it to be too fast. Okay, there we go. A little haphazard, but it'll do. No one's gonna come up here besides me anyway. Okay, next we need to put a stock link on here, and then link a stock ticket to it. Now we have to go all the way back down here. Where do we want to put this? We're gonna have the depot there, shopkeeper there, then maybe here, and then the seat. Now we need to find a mob, put him there, and he'll be a little shopkeeper. Will he even go on here actually? Surely, come on. No! Surely there's like a lead in one of these chests that someone's put around here. No. Crow? Come on, no! Oh, now I have to go all the way back home. Come on, you. Yeah! Okay, now it's empty and we want to lock that so that only I can actually access things from here. And that they'll only be able to, like, access this by buying things. Alright, and we're finished. We've got some, my favorite part already, the little sign out the front, my Pale Emporium, done using the Immersive Paintings mod. I just uploaded the image into the game and put it up on there. And then in here we got some carpets, some plants, or paintings of various screenshots I've taken that kind of fit the mood. So there's an ancient city, there's the dark oak forest just under the hill that the pale oak is on, with some seats on each side, and same over here. And then there's the pale oak forest with my house, and a little somewhere inside the forest. Not sure where that is, honestly. But yeah, I think this turned out pretty well. And of course we sped this up a lot up here so it doesn't take a million years to actually deliver the packages whenever someone orders them.